All right, ladies and gentlemen, 1UPdaddy here. We are live. We are in the process of stream. Wanted to make sure that that stream alert came up, that the chat box is live. We are live. Today's show, today's episode, today's title, Final Fight with a question mark. Why a question mark? Because I'm not really sure. Do we want this to be the final fight? Do we want that to be what today is? I've kind of been on the fence all week about it. I kept going like, well, I don't have enough time. Do I want to commit the time? How do I want to do this? How do I want to go out and do I want it to be the last episode? I'm just kind of sick of doing the amiibo run. You know what I mean? It's like it's a tiring run. It's easy enough to do, but yeah. So we're going to do a final fight probably today, and then maybe start over and do a different kind of run. Maybe we'll do a slow run versus a speed run kind of a thing, something like that. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Feel free to chat. Chat will be live on screen today. Everything is going to be live and on screen today. So just keep that in mind. While you have a moment, smash the like button while the intro plays. Let me know that you like it. And yeah, so hang tight. Here we go. Intro time.
Open your eyes. Wake up, Link. Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
All right, here we go. We are here. We are live. I'm very excited for this. I always love doing these Ganon fights. I love coming around the bases and doing this kind of thing. And so we're about to get started. I'm going to jump up real quick, grab my amiibo cards, make sure that I have my physical amiibo over here, and then we will get this underway. So here we go. Please stand by. Let's hit continue too while we're at it. All right, so we are here. We're in the dungeon, as you can see. It's a little nerve-wracking. I'm not sure if I can do the amiibo drops in the dungeon, and that's one of the things we're going to look into right now. But first of all, how's everyone doing today? Hope everyone is doing well. I hope this day finds you well. As you can see, we're inside of the castle. Let's just stop beating around the bush here and see if we can... It won't let me do it anymore. Alright. That's weird. It'll let me do it there? Weird. Whoa. Okay, well let's try this then. It's saying it'll let me do it here. I can't hear anything. There we go. So we're going to start with some of the physical amiibo that I have. I have like a Ganon. I have like a Link with Ancient Arrow. I have a Toon Link and stuff. So like I have some physical amiibo like actually, and then I also have the amiibo cards. And this is an amiibo run. So today, obviously, if it is to be the final fight today, then we're going to just start from scratch. And today I wanted to discuss starting from scratch, what that would look like, and I'm going to talk out loud a little bit about some potential games that we have on the horizon, because I traded in some game guides, because obviously in the days of the internet, game guides are kind of not necessary anymore. Yeah, what's up, Trey? Yo, yo, yo. So I traded in some game guides, and I was able to get a bunch of store credit at the store that I work at, plus my employee discount. When Switch games have been coming in, I've been picking them up. And so it's games like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, games like the BioShock Remastered Trilogy. I'm doing well, Trey. Thank you. And I hope you're doing good. That's great. But I just picked up Outer Worlds, but I have Metroid Dread, I have Elder Scrolls Immortals Phoenix Rising, Nocturne, Shin Megami Tensei 5, and a bunch of other games. Sakuna rather, of Rise and Ruin. There's like a bunch of Arceus. There's a bunch of different games that I've picked up that I'm planning on playing, some of them either for myself or on stream if there is interest. And like I said, there's a few games that I tried to play on stream, never got more than like 15 views on those games. I'm just walking away from them. I'm still going to play the game myself, just for my own personal amusement and enjoyment, because I want to play them. But like, they just obviously aren't going to be stream games. So anyway, that being said, let's get started with this amiibo only run. We're in the castle. We're going to start with Ganon since we're here in the castle. And it's probably going to blow up on me or something. I'm going to get attacked. Oh, God. Let's bring this, like, all the way over here. Like, literally terrified of these things. This is the kind of thing that'll change your whole day. I have never even considered fighting Ganon with this few hearts before. Not to say that you can't. I just have always been the person that's like, you know what, let's just do this. It's a 38. Okay. What do I have in my... Oh, wow. Okay. It's like my weakest weapon, actually. That's funny. Ooh, rupees! Yay, rupees! Awesome. So what are we thinking here? Let's do, It's so weird it's gonna drop it right there. Alright. Drop it there, then. Ooh, a Hardy Bass! I don't think that's actually very good. Yay! Yay! Okay. So then I have Toon Link here. This is a very narrow little pocket. Ooh, it actually hurt me. That's funny. The amiibo drop actually hurt me a little bit and took away my golden heart. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Alright, let me see here. Alright, so we have some amiibo! Let's do the amiibo! I figured get it out of the way early on in the stream. And that way you guys can probably, like, fast forward, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, maybe a little bit more. Just until I move out of this area. So you just kind of scroll forward. If you really aren't interested in all this, it is kind of a shame because I don't believe I can drop Wolf Link in here. Can't use it here. So it's not going to let me use Wolf Link in here, which stinks. We might find a reason to use him one more time. Last horse I took out of the shop was Epona. Alright, so that was just Ocarina of Time, Young Adult Link. Like the 17-year-old, the older version, I guess. People say it's older Link, but it's not. He's like still like a kid, you know. Let's see. Let's try and do Majora's Mask. Link here. Highly recommend you getting the cards. Endura Shroom, okay, we'll probably cook that one. That's a good meal to have. Okay. Let's see. This Wind Waker Link. It's different than Toon Link. Boomerang. What's a boomerang? All right, this is Twilight Princess Link. Ooh, yeah. Nice. I will take the fire arrows. Thank you very much. That's funny. Let's do a guardian drop. Awesome. So I have the Hylian shield. I have a couple of solid 55s. So I'm doing pretty... Ooh, another guardian sword. That. Oh, yes. Inventory is full of my foot. We're going to drop something. We're dropping something. Definitely dropping the thing that I'm carrying, actually. This is a one-handed weapon here, son. You want this one. You want this one. So, let's reorient. I think that one-handed weapons, even half of the attack value of the two-handed weapons are better. So, we have these two, though, the Sword of the Six Sages. I figure it might be appropriate to try and use this for one of the attacks on Ganon. Basically using his sword from Twilight Princess, the one that he stole from the Six Sages. Alright, so let's activate this to be our booty kicker, as it were. Let's do another. Now, this is the same Link that I had before, the Breath of the Wild Link with Ancient Arrow. It's just this one's the card. And I just wanted to point out, it's usually a different drop. It's a different bow. Well, before I think it was just arrows, but it's like kind of at random, if you know what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying is it's kind of at random. Master Sword's power has been restored. Aww. Perfect. The trousers of Twilight. Well, I already have them. Thank you, I guess. Like, what you mean to say is thank you, sweetie. Thank you. I already have pants. I want something cool. I want something cool. Oh, speaking of something cool, if you guys are wondering. So I have a Master Sword, which is awesome. And I have... Oh, what's this? This is the Twilight Bow. I have the Twilight Bow in my inventory. Got it from the Twilight Princess amiibo drop of the Twilight Bow, which is this one right here. Now, you don't get it every time. It's the first time I've ever received this bow. I think I've only used it for a few shots, but I definitely will be using it moving forward with this Ganon fight today. So just letting you guys know, we're gonna take this thing out for a spin, see what happens, see what the power is versus the Ancient Arrow shot from, like, say, my best bow, which would be that 46 up there. So we'll see. We'll do a little compare and contrast, see what we prefer. But I have that, and I have the Hylian shield. We have the Fierce Deity armor, as you can clearly see. But this is more or less the most baller version of Link, I guess, that you can... I mean, there's other really cool versions of him that I've had, other builds and whatnot, but I really think it's pretty sweet. Anytime that you can get them all, like, decked out, like, fully linked out with, like, Twilight Princess garb, the Bow of Twilight, the Hylian shield, Masters... I mean, he looks amazing, right? Come on, tell me he does not look absolutely... just delightful. Oh, Link. There we go. Let's drop the bow again, see what happens. Maybe I'll get a second one. That'd be pretty cool. Nope. A Saphire! It's a sapphire. I know it's a sapphire. It's funny to me to say things wrong because it makes my wife shake her head and go, like, just like that. And I think it's funny. And she thinks it's funny. If she didn't laugh at it, I wouldn't do it. But she laughs at it, and so I'm like, well, you're laughing. I'm gonna keep doing it. Hey, look, another Fierce Deity mask. Neat. I don't really understand, like, why some spots allow you to drop stuff, but here we go. Shock arrows are good. We'd like shock arrows here. Okay, let's do a Princess Zelda from Breath of the Wild. This can actually be some good stuff sometimes, so... Ah, Swift Carrot. Was that an Endura Carrot? Nope, still have 4. Still only have 4. Let's see, who is this? Let's do a Rivali drop. I like Rivali, he's okay. As an amiibo. Because he doesn't speak, he keeps his mouth shut. Nobody likes Rivali. Good bow. You can't even give me a good bow. You got a better bow from the other one. I'm not even going to do Mifa. Her amiibo is usually trash. I already got the one that I really wanted out of it. Ooh, definitely going to take that one. Definitely going to take that. That is a fantastic sword. I love these. These are great for fighting when you like fighting with shields. They're really come in handy if you do the flurry rushes. And as you guys know, I play a lot of different games, and so sometimes if you play every day the same game, your hands kind of muscle memory their way into like, oh yeah, okay, like you know what to do. You don't have to think about it, right? You just start doing it. But then like you play like a game on the Switch, and then the Xbox, and the PC, then the PS4, and then like Game Boy or something, like you're going back, you're pinging back and forth and back and forth. It's like your brain's like, wait a minute, which button's jump? It's not, wait, which one's X? Like X is in a different place on every single one of those controllers. And so you're like, okay, hold on. No, I hit I hit X to jump on this one. And yeah, you're like, oh god. Like my head hurts thinking about it. What is this trash? Nobody wants this. I don't want a bokoblin. I don't care. Well, let's do this. Maybe I'll get an interesting item from this one. This is the Link's Awakening amiibo, the one that looks like a little claymation guy. I'm not even gonna pick that up. It's not. Let's see, which one is this? Oh, it's like a little princess, like a Toon Princess Zelda or whatever. I think it's a Smash amiibo. Did I get it? So I will leave this area in an instant if I get the right combination of like hearty durian meal ingredients, which I don't have this time. I could if I just went grocery shopping, as you know. Come on. Come on. Oh, bro. Well, I think that's pretty much that. This is it, guys. So this is the outfit of the hero. What's up? This is the actual fully realized outfit right here. This is the 8-bit, the cap of the hero, the tunic. Like, look at this, man. Look at this. The tunic of the hero, the trousers of the hero, and the cap of the hero. This is from the 8-bit Link from the original Legend of Zelda on the NES. According to legend, this cap was once treasured by an ancient hero. It's quite simple cap. And there's something about it just so appealing. And it is from this anniversary 8-bit Link edition amiibo. and I finally got it. There is also sword, but the sword is terrible. I think it's like a 12 or a 20 at best. It's a one-handed, like a terrible sword. So having the Master Sword, having the Hylian Shield, having the Twilight Bow, with the original Legend of Zelda Link outfit is by far the coolest thing that could have possibly happened today. To finally complete this outfit, I am so excited to be able to face Ganon with this outfit on. The original Legend of Zelda outfit, to face off against Calamity Ganon, stick your finger right in his nose. It's going to be fantastic. I'm so excited for this. Like, I got so excited that I didn't even, like, I forgot to do the barrels here. I don't even know why I'm doing it. I don't need the money, but I gotta say, could you always use arrows? All right. So this is Twilight Princess, Princess Zelda. This should be something good. Come on. Oh, it's terrible. Okay, cool. Cool! Yeah, dude, you missed an amazing thing. I'm sorry that you weren't here for it. It's really sad. I finally got this full outfit after all this time. Young Link. I don't know who this is. Okay. Let's see. And let's do Urbosa. There's like 2 left that I really want to do right now. Oh, shock arrows. Ooh, the Urbosa one paid off. Just getting more shock arrows is good. Yeah, it's stupid shield. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants it. The items from the champions are usually not super fantastic. They do give you masks, and I did this run. I did get those masks early on. It was really helpful, and I happened to get them before I went into the said areas, you know what I mean? So it was really helpful to have them. Alright. I don't need the other Ganon. I don't need the Zelda, Princess Zelda with Loftwing. That is like one of the worst amiibo in the history. The worst amiibo. It's terrible. It's terrible amiibo. Alright, so yes. So, this is the OG Nintendo NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, the original Legend of Zelda original outfit. This is Link's like OG green tunic. It would be badass if you could upgrade this outfit at the fairy fountain, and as you do, it goes from like blue to red or whatever, like in the original game. Like you can choose whether or not you have like extra attack power or extra defense power, and it changes the color of your tunic at the fairy fountain. That would be pretty sweet, so you could actually upgrade it that way. But as it is, here we are. I'm actually going to save. We're going to save it here and call it a wrap. No, I'm just kidding. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to find one of these unopened. I'm going to drop this bow that I have here. Oops, that's not good. It's got to be one of these. There it is. Okay. Replace that bow that's about to break. Now we look at our inventory. We'll shuffle around. I have the best and the coolest of everything. But my ingredients are not necessarily where I want them to be. Let's see what my meals look like. I'm actually going to cook a tiny bit. Let's go cook. Since this is our last, this is in fact the final fight. We might as well do our last little round of cooking with our last amiibo drop. You know, make it a complete thing. We'll talk a little bit about ingredients. There's some that I just don't have because I didn't get them in the amiibo drop, which is why I think we're going to end this today and then start again. This will be like a 6th or 7th playthrough of Breath of the Wild on stream, you guys. But we're going to try and maybe do a slow run, as slow as we possibly can, of Breath of the Wild the next time around. Try and do as many things as we can before it comes out. Tears of the Kingdom comes out. So let's go back. Let's see. But I don't want to do this amiibo run anymore. I'm tapping out basically. Because I don't like. Let's do this. We're gonna cook. Let's cook it, crackhead. Yeah, I'm tapping out. It's not fun. I'm just not having fun with the amiibo run. You know, it's cool. Like you saw that it was tedious. It's kind of boring. You drop all the amiibo, you pick up the items. Like I want to get. I'm avoiding the stone taluses. I'm avoiding the Hinoxes and the Lionels because there's no benefit to fight. I fought a couple on this playthrough just to fight them, and I'm like, okay, cool, but I can't pick up any of the items. I don't have any fairies. I love getting 10 fairies. It's my favorite like little thing to do early in the game. You feel like, okay, now I'm invincible. You know what I mean? It's like there's all these little things that I can't do. I had to cheat to get the Hylian shield and the Master Sword, right? Because I'm not supposed to pick stuff up. But I'm like, yeah, I'm picking them up. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I'll cheat doing that because I just want to. And I'm like, I think that's messed up. But as I said, you can't do a pure run, guys. There's no way to do a pure amiibo-only run. Because when you start the game off, in the Shrine of Resurrection. You have to grab the Sheikah Slate to get out of the room. Just bottom line. So, typically I tell everyone, hey, listen, you want 5 Endura carrots. You want to cook 5. That's what you want. You want 5 Endura carrots. I only have 4. This is our last amiibo drop. I'm actually going to save right here, come to think of it. My wife had a problem with it, and I don't like my meals or whatever. Anyway, so we do 5. Normally, we only have 4. We're going to cook all 4 of these so you can see how awesome of a meal this is. Now, should I cook them individually? No. Cook Endura shrooms individually. But look at this. Almost 3. If I had 5, it'd be 2 full stamina wheels. Alright, so then you cook these one at a time. And this will completely refill your stamina wherever it's at and give you a little bump. You know what I'm saying? A little bump. There you go. But if you cook them all together, I think the most you ever get is 1 full stamina wheel. If you cook all 5. So it's like, that's not really enough of a bump. You get more net stamina by cooking them individually that way. And theoretically, you're kind of far along in the game at that point. So we have Swift. I'm going to leave these Swift carrots for the horse. And make sure my horse has plenty of Swift carrots. We do have some hearty stuff to cook together, so we're going to cook these together. And try and make like a really good hearty meal. I don't have a... There we go. So yeah, we will be facing Ganon shortly. I have the Twilight Bow. We have the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield for... That's not bad. I'll take plus 10. So we have the fully realized original NES outfit with this. And this is how we're going to face that pig face Ganon. Alright, so let's go down here. Let's grab a few stamina meals. You could do 2 of the Staminoka Bass once you have a little bit of stamina. And like you just cook those together and it's like boom, 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 boom. Look at that. Just 2 of these. Look how many of these we have here. Yeah, just 2 of them. Boom, boom. Just like that. That gives you all the stamina that you're going to need. You just got to keep an eye on the wheel. You know what I mean? Do 1 more of those. And I think we'll be okay from here. I don't really think we need any more elemental. We have an attack up. I don't need a sneaky. We're not going to be sneaky. Are we? I mean, are we going back through the castle? Is that what we're doing? Maybe I should do a sneaky meal or two. What do you guys think? Silent Princess. Blue Nightshade. Increases your stealth. Let's see. Let's cook 5 of these jokers. See what happens. 5 might be the magic number. Ew. That's no good. So let's go... It's got to be like a stealth fin. Here we go. Let's see what these do. I know Silent Princess is pretty pungent. There we go. That's the one we want. Let me do this real fast. There we go. So I have plenty of defense. I do have plenty of attack because my attacks are all really good attack. We have really good electrical defense, really good heat, really good cold. Too many, in fact. We have really good speed ups. Ooh, I actually have a level 3 speed up, huh? I didn't realize I even had one of those. Yeah, so we're pretty solid here. I really don't need a heck of a lot more than this. All right. So since we did the amiibo and we did our last little bit of cooking, there's really not much else to do other than go to the castle and face off with Ganon. We have checked Epona out from the library, aka the stable. So Epona is somewhere, and it's Epona, like actually Epona. So we will be facing Ganon on Epona with the Twilight Bow and the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield. We also have the Fierce Deity Sword and the Sword of the Six Sages. So we have the full, like, what do you want, right? Like, how do you want to be Ganon? We've got the Sword of the Six Sages. This was his. Master Sword. Bow of Twilight. This thing is pretty cool, actually. Look at this. Look at the tip of that. That's badass, right? He looks pretty cool. So we'll have the Bow of Twilight and the Twilight... The Bow of Light and the Twilight Bow. So here we are. Where are we, and where is he? So we could theoretically go up. Where is my route? Where's my route? My route? My route? My route? That'll be. Let's see. I could try and get out of here that way. Alright, let's try this. There's definitely going to be conflict moving forward here. In fact, I'm going to swap over to my other setup here. Wait, how many ice arrows do I have? What do we have? 0 bomb arrows, though. Dang. Cannot believe I ran out of bomb arrows. I get a little excited sometimes. Ooh, it's haunted. Okay. So where are we now? Alright, so I'm gonna go up the stairs. I'm gonna go that way. And there is a guy up there. So you can't pick up anything. It's so sad. There's like all these special items, and I can never pick any of them up. Look at this though. This is pretty cool. There's like an interesting coat of arms up there. I wonder what that says. And like these little Triforce windows. This would be really cool to have like a cabinet, like a really low-key like cabinet in your house that's like made of wood, but then like it has the Triforce windows. So confused. Huh. Hey, bud. All right, here we go. Here we are. All right. Coming to the exit here. Oh. Interesting. So let's do this. What? Did you hear that? Just aim for the middle. It's a big pussycat. I could use a better bow and an elemental arrow and probably do more damage faster, but honestly, that's all I needed. I don't really see anybody else nearby that's going to cause me any problems. There might be somebody above me here. Let's climb up and see. Not really, so far anyway. Let's try this. Alright. We have one more gale. It's straight up about to be... Oh, I was like, is it about to be a blood moon? Like, no, you're just in the lap of evil. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, if that's all. Is that all? Okay. So here we go. Stealth is still up. All right, let's see. What do we have over here? Looks like we do have a route to get in over here. So yeah, we came up the backside. We came up the old backside. So there was the shrine that's in the back end of the water entrance. You go in the back end, and it's like a major test of strength. You teleport to that one. You go up through that main hall there, and then you just have to kill the eye so you can get through that passage, and then you just jump up the back here. And I think this is how you get in. Pretty sure that's the actual spot. I just got to go in that door. I'm just going to double check and see if there's another entrance over here. But again, it's... Oh, yeah, okay. We could just slide in right there. Probably. Definitely going to save right here, guys. So... Actually, and we're going to equip our big dogs. Let's see. Let's see what these guys do. Actually, and then a couple of 12s, actually. Okay, so I'm going to do that 10. Sweet. Okay, so that should be what? What is that? 25? That's 25 hearts. Plus Mifa's Grace still. I have one Urbosa's Fury left, and then I will get Daruk's Protection back somewhere in the middle of the fight, and I will get Rivali's Gale back somewhere in the middle of the fight. So... But Urbosa's Fury is the one thing I wish I would have still had 3 for. If there, maybe there is something I can get into some trouble out here first before I go in. But I don't really need to. We'll just kind of play it by ear. We get into trouble, we get into trouble. Here we go, guys. As the fully realized Link. It's pretty baller, dude. I love this. Look at him. Wearing his short shorts. Pretty hot. Look at his legs. Kind of thin.
Link. I'm sorry. But my power isn't strong enough. I can't hold.
So her power is only not strong enough because while Link is in close proximity to Ganon, Ganon's like basically like the other piece of the Triforce is nearby. He's like he becomes more activated. It's like almost like, you know, poking him with a stick at that point. It gets him all riled up. And so Princess Zelda's like, I can't really hold him back anymore, man. You got his dander up. He's ready to go. I'm like, oh, he's ready to go? Well, we're ready to go. Look at this. Look at this.
Has finally come. Brace yourself, Ganon, for the sting of my revenge!
our final opportunity. We will not fail.
Let's go, little guy. Now, open up wide, Ganon!
100 years in the making. Hold on, princess. Our moment has arrived.
All right. All right. Sorry. I wanted to make sure that I got a clean piece of footage on that because that thing is really cool. I wanted a clean piece of footage of that with the outfit that we're wearing right now because, again, like a little fashion show moment. I mean, this is pretty sweet. Of course.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Whoops. Okay, hold on. Whoops. Okay. It's not really doing a lot of damage. Why won't I center on him? Let's flurry rush him here. Whoops. Alright, here we go. Next phase. So what I need to do now is actually, I need to eat another meal. But I need to eat a couple of meals, probably. So let's eat this other plus 10. And let's eat an attack up meal, probably. What do we think? Probably an attack up meal. So when we do these flurry rushes, we get a little extra damage.
Daru's protection.
Here we go.
Ready to roll.
Here we go. Let's get a little whack in here with Ganon's own sword, shall we? I think that was pretty cool. Oh, no. Don't do it, Ganon. Don't do it, Ganon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oops. So we determined that the Twilight Bow is a cool bow. It does shoot perfectly straight, which is really neat. There's no drop. But it's not very powerful. It's not like it's going to blow them apart or something. Wow, this is something else, guys. If you've not already liked this video, please do. If you're not already a subscriber, please sub and hit the notification bell ASAP. Thank you. All right, so we are going back in. Look at that, guys.
Ganon was born out of a dark past. He is a pure embodiment of the ancient evil that is reborn time and time again. He has given up on reincarnation and assumed his pure, enraged form. If set free upon our world, the destruction will be unlike anything ever seen before.
Nice. I find it highly appropriate that we are wearing the original outfit. Nice. Oh, yeah.
Link, you may not yet be at a point where you have fully recovered your power or all of your memories.
Nope, we have not.
But courage need not be remembered.
But it don't matter, none. We're gonna slay this beast. Go back from whence you came. All right, so let's take a quick peep, shall we? Let's do a little compare and contrast, but let's take also another look here. We have Link with the original NES outfit. We have the Bow of Twilight on our back with the Hylian Shield and Master Sword, and now we have in our possession the Bow of Light on our trusty steed, the actual Epona. This facing off with Dark Beast Ganon, this literally could not be. This is like the most Zelda moment that could ever exist right here. So, just FYI. Now, one thing I am curious about is if the Bow of Twilight will actually do anything in these moments. And so we're going to actually try that out right now and see if that works. I'm going to answer a little question here. Can you use the Bow of Twilight in this scene, or do you have to use the actual Bow of Light? You did really good for me this playthrough, Epona. We'll see you again in another universe, sweet boy, or sweet girl rather. Okay. It does work. It does work. I do not have the Bow of Light activated right now, guys. I'm using the Twilight Bow. So this is something I wanted to kind of point out to you. You can get this in the amiibo. You get this in the amiibo drop, and you can actually use it in this scene as well. So that's pretty cool. there's also the Bow of Light. Oops. Which is also very cool. But to answer the question, can you use the Twilight Bow from the amiibo drop to actually nail Dark Beast Ganon? Yes, you can. That's pretty cool. It's fun when you go through the game and you learn something new. You know what I mean? It's like, this is what, my 13th playthrough for. I really have no idea how many playthroughs I've done. It's so many now. And this is like my 5th or 6th on stream. And I'm like, oh, look, a new piece of information. All right. Doing really good, Epona. I'm really proud of you. And we're going to see a different ending. Because I always do all the memories and all the shrines, and I don't think I've ever actually done a playthrough where I didn't do everything. And so, I don't know, I haven't gotten a lot of feedback, so my guess is what I will do is I will probably do 2 concurrent playthroughs of Breath of the Wild. One of them will be a slow run, and then one of them will be like a training one for, oh, there we go, I think I got it. For speed running, to learn how to speed run. And I will practice it, like doing some of the Great Plateau stuff. Alright. One will be a speed run training, and one will be a slow run. Let's try it. Let's see if I can finish him off with the Twilight Bow. So this is going to be a shot that I'm going to take in Calamity Ganon's eye with the Twilight Bow, not the Bow of Light that they give to you, to see if this actually works. I think that answers that question. Alright, we're going to turn off camera for this. Well, dang. That was pretty awesome.
I've been keeping watch over you all this time.
Oh, hold on.
Witnessed your
I'm
struggles
gonna duck
to
out of this
return
too.
to us, as well as your trials in battle. I always thought, no, I always believed that you would find a way to defeat Ganon. I never lost faith in you over these many years. Thank you, Link. The hero of Hyrule. May I ask, do you really remember me?
You've been talking to me this whole time? Oh. All right, guys. So we did the final fight. We defeated Ganon in this amiibo only run. We used a couple of things. We cheated a couple times. As far as like picking up a couple items I wanted to have. I just wanted to have them. They're iconic. They're part of the experience for me, so I just wanted to have them. But the rest of the game was pretty much, you know, simple to do with the amiibo, especially if you have them all. So if I ever did it again, I would do like, you know, maybe one full amiibo drop, and then after that I'd have to pick like these amiibo are the only ones I'm allowed to use when I play, or something like that. But it's definitely not fun not being able to pick up, like there's no risk reward. It's like the risk reward factor in these games is very heavily balanced. And so like the amount of loot that you get in a drop when you fight an enemy, especially considering how often items break, the risk reward balance is really, really well designed. And so when you remove the reward from the risk reward, your brain kind of sees encounters differently in a game like this. And I think it kind of ruins it a little bit. And so I don't think the amiibo only run is a good run. I think doing the pacifist run was good. I think that was fun, and we did that one in master mode. And I did the full champions bout. The only thing that I did not do in master mode was I did not do the final trial of the sword in master mode. I did do that in the regular mode, but not in master mode. Those electric whiz robes really upset me because I had done so well to have all this health, and like in one little swoop it was like all gone. And I remember like when it happened, I didn't even die. I just got so mad I rage quit when he hurt me so much. I'm like, that's literally like 40 minutes of cooking wood that you just undid in that one thing. So I got mad. But for the most part, Master Mode Pacifist Run was one of my favorite playthroughs so far. I think doing a slow run is going to be even better with the intention of doing all the side quests, trying to get as much stuff as I possibly can in my inventory, and taking pictures of as many things as I can in anticipation of late spring, early summer. They say early 2023, but Tears of the Kingdom is coming out early summer. It says May, like May. That's like the end of the school year for the kids. You know what I mean? It's like once you get like May, June, I get the whole June thing. I'm just saying like that's not early. That's like the middle of 2023. That's like one of the middle months. So anyway, I'm a little bitter because I want the game now. And I'm enjoying playing this game still, but I'm really like, come on, let's bring on Tears of the Kingdom. Let's do this. So we're going to do another slow run, and then I'll probably create a second account. I'll probably play this on my new Switch that I just got. I have the Animal Crossing Special Edition Switch now, as well as the regular Switch for the kids that I'm playing this on. And so I'll probably be able to start doing my first playthrough on my own Switch. And then I'll have an account on there for just me and my wife. Then we can play there too. But this game is fantastic. I love it. I actually did not do everything though. So I did not do all 120 shrines for the first time. I beat the game without doing all 120 shrines first. I did not do a large chunk of the side quests and fetch quests. I did not upgrade all of my gear at the fairy fountains. I didn't even unlock all the fairy fountains. I barely did half, if that, of the shrines in the game. I think I only did like 1 or 2 Korok seed unlocks early, and I was like, I don't know, it feels kind of raw if I'm doing amiibo only to be doing the Korok seeds. But then by the time we determined that it would have been okay, it was already kind of far into the game. So this is kind of like all my thoughts, you know, after the fact of doing the amiibo run. Like, what do I think? Why did I end it early? And it's because it was too, you know, boring for me as a player. I just wasn't having fun playing it. So we have some other games on the horizon. So we're going to do this slow run playthrough. We're going to do a restart. And this is going to have no restrictions. This is not going to be a playthrough that's like, oh, the last one I did before this was a permadeath run. That one actually was really fun. That one was actually really fun. Permadeath. If you guys have not done a permadeath run yet, I highly recommend you guys settle into a permadeath run and try that out. That's fantastic time because it adds a lot of extra tension and stress. There are a few caveats to that we determined through doing that whole playthrough. And the whole thing is there. It is its own playlist. If you check the 1UPdaddy page on YouTube and you like and subscribe and all that, check out the playlist. There's actually like a permadeath run playlist there, as well as master mode, pacifist, all that stuff. But check out the permadeath. So there's things like falling into like the goop or falling into hot lava. Is that a permadeath run? Okay, it's time to start the game over scenario. The answer to that, we determined after repeated debate, was absolutely not, because you never actually zero out your hearts. You only lose a tiny chunk of heart and then go back to the ledge that you fell from. You don't actually die. You never get a continue or a game over screen. So that's kind of where we shook out on that. Even though I really kind of worked really hard to never get one of those anyway. There was a point where I was trying to do something and explain it, and I kept dying while I was explaining. Like I kept falling from this ledge inside of a shrine, and it kept just resetting me back to the edge of this area or whatever. And I'm like, oh, hold on, I'll try and do this jump. And I kept trying to do this jump, and I couldn't get the jump. And so I did that. But like I said, I never died. I just lost a little chunk of heart, and then it put me back on the edge that I jumped from. So I don't know. There's always like little things like that that don't always work out exactly right. Like I said, you can't do an amiibo only run legit because you wake up in the Shrine of Resurrection and you have to pick up the Sheikah slate and put it into your inventory in order to be able to get out of the Shrine of Resurrection. So right off the bat, you have to pick something up to be able to do the amiibo in the first place. And then there's all kinds of situations with like the paraglider and all of that. And there's a horse in your inventory. So there's a lot of questions that came up in this playthrough. Hindsight after the fact, I just kind of wanted to share, like, these are my thoughts, why I will never do an amiibo only run again. Totally not worth it. Totally not fun. The risk reward was terrible. Just not pleased. So, oh, there we go. Hold on. that's different for me. Okay, that's cool. So I have never not done most everything. Okay. Pacifist run, permadeath run, master mode run, regular runs. I do the champions ballad. I try and do the trial of the sword. I try and do all 3 levels of trial of the sword. I did save a couple of those playlists on here. I always try and do as much as I possibly can. We've only done one playthrough early when we first played this with my wife, where we did like everything. We'll never do that again because it's so much. But this is the first time that I didn't do like all the memories, all the shrines, and went and fought Ganon. So I've never seen that ending before. That is my first time seeing that ending, and I have to say I am that was really kind of neat to see something different. It wasn't quite as good, obviously, of a situation. You end it, in one of the other playthroughs, and it's like, oh yeah, like we got to go over to the, I think what did they go talk to Zora, there's like something wrong under the water, and that's why I have my theory that like, oh, there's going to be a section of this game that's going to be finally underwater. And I'm still sticking to that. I still think Tears of the Kingdom is going to have underwater. I think that's maybe one of the things that's been taking a long time. I think with Skyward Sword, with a lot of the Breath of the Wild, they weren't working on the sky. Some people were saying like, oh, I think Tears of the Kingdom is taking a long time because they're trying to sort out how to do the whole sky and that whole flying mechanic and all that. I'm like, they already have that figured out. You already did like a lot of gliding things. It wouldn't take a lot more to have some kind of propel situation, figured out. The issue I think that was taking them a long time is that they wanted to include underwater again. There's going to be some kind of thing, because I thought it was bunk that once you got the full Zora outfit, like the headgear, the armor, and then the pants, that you couldn't go underwater, or that your stamina got used when you were swimming. Like, you should basically, they should have zeroed out your stamina to where it wasn't a factor anymore when you're in the water, in addition to swimming up waterfalls. Same thing with like the climbing gear. Like, once you max out your climbing gear, it shouldn't be like, oh, you speed up when you climb. It should be like, it doesn't use stamina. You're just like, you're super chill. You just climb up a freaking rock like crazy, like a little monkey. So anyway, there's like a bunch of little things I think they were working on, but one of them was the Zora gear that clearly did look like they had a plan there to have stuff underwater. Like, it looks like they planned on having an underwater area in Breath of the Wild. I just feel like the math and the processing power, they hadn't quite figured it out. It wasn't going to probably work for the Wii U. So that was probably an issue. And now this one only needs to work for this situation. And it might lag, it might chug a little bit when we first get it. And there's probably going to be some complaints about frame dropping for the underwater sections. People are going to be like, oh, what the heck, man? And that will probably lead Nintendo to maybe make some kind of a boosted processor version of the Switch. It might be like, not like a Switch Pro, but something like that, where it still plays the same games, but what it does is it plays at a way more stable frame rate, better for like online competition gaming and people that play Mario Kart, people that play fighting games, people that play, other online interactive games. And then also when you have like really graphics intensive games, this new system, but people are like, oh, it's going to be 4K. I'm like, no, it's not going to be anything crazy that they don't already kind of utilize in their technology. Like, it's not some like, now it's going to be able to play PS4 games. It's not going to be like that. It's more of, it makes everything that you already have super dope. And then if the new stuff comes out and it's going to chug on the old gear, it's going to really be good on this one. I think it's more of what it's going to be like. And it's going to be more maybe upscaled for like bigger screens. But I think this game is going to push some limits, and I think underwater is going to be a part of it. And that is in the other ending, not the ending that played at the end of today's, which was I'm pulling the plug. The Amiibo only playthrough is done. We are completo. We are finished with the Amiibo only run. And so now I'm going to be doing a 1UPdaddy playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and we'll do something like a slow run. And we'll do like a slow run / speed run. So like one day I will play one account where I will be doing a slow run, And then the next day I will be doing a different account where I will be doing a speed run. And so then I'll go back and forth. And then basically the speed run account will be me practicing getting to the Great Plateau conclusion spot, like practicing doing that chunk. And then from there, I will have a game save where I jump off the Great Plateau, land on a horse, and go straight to Calamity Ganon. And we'll like basically we'll try and time that. I will look into getting a timer that will be on the screen that I can start from jumping off the plateau, so we can do like different chunk time blocks and kind of like see how I can do that. So we'll do like a training session for speed running on one day, and then we'll do like the slow run where it's like literally, oh no, we're gonna take our time. We're gonna use Amiibo. Oh, it doesn't fell off a cliff. Does it matter if we die? We're gonna like explore around, maybe see if we can find areas that you can get into early that you're not supposed to be able to get to. Get out, we'll play around a little bit. We'll see what we can do, and I'm really excited to have some fun and continue playing this game until Tears of the Kingdom comes out. We also have Jedi Survivor coming out, the Jedi Fallen Order sequel game. I will be getting that, and we will be playing that on stream. I'm gonna try and get Black Myth Sun Wukong. It is a really good game about the Monkey King that looks like it's coming out this year. Maybe later in the year, though. I'm not sure. We did God of War Ragnarok. If you haven't seen it, go check out. The whole playlist is there. I played the entire story from beginning to end. Did not do the side quests, did not venture off of the story. So it was intended to be a story playthrough, not a like full encompassing playthrough. And then before that, I did a playthrough of the first God of War from 2018 from the new genre of God of War games. And so check those out. Check out all the other Legend of Zelda ones that I've done. I am in the process of playing some other games on my own, and I wanted to play some different stuff on stream with you guys as well. And so, like I said, I have Immortals Phoenix Rising, I have Skyrim, I have Shin Megami Tensei 3 and 5 that I can play on stream. I have The Outer Worlds. I just picked up The Outer Worlds. It looks like a great game. Sakuna of Rise of Ruin. There are the Bioshock remaster games. I have those for Switch now, and those games did not get a lot of traction, but I think it might get a little bit more attention if I put Switch version in the description. People might be interested just to see like, hey, what does that look like? Does that look good or what? And how does it play? And so we can talk about that. Otherwise, I'll just play it handheld on my own. You know what I mean? It's like Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Black Flag on the Switch. A lot of really good PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 games are being ported to the Switch, and it's really making the Switch have a killer library, because these are all the games that everybody comes in at the game store that I work at. These are the games that everyone looks for all the time. Like, these are the games that people played a lot of that were really popular that they've been porting over. So anyway, there's a lot of other games. We have Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread was not getting a lot of traction, and so I stopped playing it on stream. And that's kind of what happened with a lot of the other games. It's like I play them, and if I only get like a handful of people watching for like a few streams in a row, I'm like, well, obviously this isn't a good, streaming game. It's a game that I'll play on my own, and I'll enjoy it on my own. But games like Breath of the Wild, there's a lot of adventure involved. Like I said, we have cool rules for next time, as far as one of them is going to be a slow run, one of them is going to be a speed run, and we'll alternate playthrough days. And so then you can kind of decide which one you want to check in for, and we'll see which ones, how we do. Hopefully I do well. But let me know in the comments what you think. I really do appreciate everybody that stopped in today for this painful conclusion to the Amiibo only run that I will never do again. So just keep that in mind, everyone. If you have not subscribed, please do. Like I said, we will be starting maybe even tonight. I haven't decided. I might be doing some Fortnite with my buddy Crazy Legs. Let me know, Crazy Legs, if you'd rather play Fortnite, or if you might be interested in just like, grabbing a nice cold beverage and Crazy Legs come over and you can chill and watch me play start playing a new Breath of the Wild run or something. Like, I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to be doing speed run, slow run, maybe the Outer Worlds. I don't know. Let me know. Join the Discord. and let me know down in the comments. Take care, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Amiibo Run officially is concluded. We're done. No more Amiibo only run. We're going to keep using Amiibo. We're going to keep using all the Amiibo. We're going to use them to our advantage. We're going to use them, see if we can use them to cheat and get off of the Great Plateau before we get the paraglider, because we can get Staminoka Bass and we could cook meals and stuff like that. And so I'm going to play with that, and we're going to have a good time and see what we can do about getting, just doing some fun, getting into some trouble in the game, seeing how far we can get, maybe without doing any. Ooh, wait a minute. So yeah, come out of the Shrine of Resurrection. I got to do the first tower and do the first shrine to be able to get access to the Amiibo on the Sheikah Slate. I'm pretty sure, because I tried it before on this run. I remember I kept trying it, and I was like, nope, it's not there yet, it's not there yet. Came out of the shrine after the first one, and I was able to drop Amiibo. So it's like coming out of the Shrine of Resurrection, getting to the tower as fast as possible, getting to that shrine as fast as possible, dropping your Amiibo so you can get stamina meals, cook your stamina meals, cook a couple of buffs, and then climb down the side of the wall, get a horse, and ride to the castle. With no paraglider. That could work. All right, well, stay tuned. Like I said, like and subscribe, and stay tuned. We're going to be playing around with this. We're going to be practicing this and going through some different stuff in anticipation of Tears of the Kingdom. Like I said, my brain is kind of brewing on a couple of these ideas, and I think that might be a fun technique. I have not watched other speedrunners. I know that they're out there. I know they do their thing, and I have much respect to speedrunning people. But that just right now, that's kind of like my idea of like maybe a fast way of getting off the Great Plateau and getting to Ganon and actually beating him, is doing one full round of Amiibo drop, cooking a couple of like really good meals, getting off the Great Plateau before I get the paraglider, just going straight down after that first shrine when I get the Amiibo, and then just going straight to Ganon. And it should have enough, like, I should have like an outfit. I should have a couple of things, a couple of weapons. But then there'll be some items along the way too that I should, because it's not going to be like this. I'm not doing an Amiibo only playthrough or anything like that. So I'll be able to pick up some weapons. I'll have to like kind of figure out like where in the castle a couple of really high powered weapons are. Like really, really like good, like royal swords and stuff like that. So then that way I have some really, really strong weapons to fight Ganon with, because I won't have like a lot of bows. I won't have a lot of stuff. But anyway, so this answered a few questions too today. By the way, you can use the Twilight bow that you get in the Amiibo drop to finish off Ganon. So, and if you didn't see that, go back and check it out. We used the Twilight bow from the Amiibo drop. I did not use the Bow of Light at all, and I did not know that. I mean, I know it must be common knowledge for some people, but for me, like I don't look into a lot of this stuff. I just kind of go into it cold and assume that most normal, intelligent people can figure these things out. I only get like angry very rarely where I'm like, I don't want to solve this puzzle, and I'll like look it up. But I'll look up a specific thing. I never knew that you could use an Amiibo drop item to beat this game. I thought you had to either have the Master Sword or the Bow of Light that you get in that scene in order to do this. So there you go. You learn something new every time you play through. Join us later. Thank you for joining me. Everyone who came in passively and didn't comment, that didn't join chat, I still appreciate you being here. Go back and rewatch. There's a bunch of these videos, a bunch of different playthroughs with different rules. Please stay tuned. We got great stuff on the way. 1UPdaddy out. Take it easy, everybody. Twitch, it's been real. No sailcloth run. There you go, Corpocalypse. Thank you for joining me, Corpocalypse. We'll see you soon. Take it easy. All right, Twitch is gone. And then YouTube, thank you for joining me, everyone on YouTube. I really do appreciate everyone. We have been growing. Once I get to a certain subscriber threshold, I'm going to shut down new Discord members. I'm going to just leave it capped. So if you are interested in joining the Discord, and this is how people make game suggestions, I used to be an artist and I did that for a long time and made a lot of money doing that. If you guys want to chit chat with me about stuff there, people share art. We talk about other games. We have just gamer community chat, fighting game community chat, adventures and Zelda stuff, all kinds of different stuff. If you want to join that community, join the Discord. I really can't stress enough that we really love having people come in. Let me get a link. Let me invite people. It is open for right now, but very shortly I am going to be closing it off, like I said, because I'm getting close to my subscriber goals. And I want to make sure that I don't get so many people that my original friends basically, and this is kind of like the thing, everyone who says, oh, like if you get popular, like you won't talk to us. And I'm like, no, I want to make sure that all of you guys that have hung out with me since the beginning always have an avenue to like chit chat with me or whatever. Because a lot of you guys, you met me through you just showed up on a stream one day. We just talked for like 2 hours. And so like, I want you guys to participate or feel comfortable always stepping in and participating in the stream. Even if it's like, oh, well, I met you playing a Zelda game, one up. And I'm like, well, that's cool. You can still talk to me while I'm playing Fortnite. You can still talk to me while I'm playing a fighting game or, a Star Wars game or whatever. So I just want to throw that out there. I really enjoy touching base with you guys and communicating with you guys. You guys are really, really important to me. And I really like being there for a lot of you. We've had a lot of private conversations where people just needed like life, advice. And, I'm like a dad of 3 kids. I'm in my 40s. I know a few things, it's like, I don't know everything, but I know a few things. And I always like being there to help you guys out. And if nothing else, I love being there to play and have fun. So keep that in mind, everyone. Thank you all for joining me. I do get a little long-winded at the end, especially at the end of a long playthroughs. I think this is 18 streams long. So it's 18 videos, each a couple hours each. So we went through this. We did this thing. We did all the champions. So if nothing else, we did all that. So take it easy.